Alright, we are going to talk about first tuning an Anglo-Saxon lyre. This instrument, this particular one, has not been tuned in 5 years. And I know that because the last time I taught my basic bardic board class was in November 2018. So 2 months shy of 5 years since the last time it was tuned. The construction of this, for somebody who's interested, is really simple. I got a long, extra thick poplar board from the local hardwoods dealer, and I cut this was the width of the board, is the width of the instrument. Cut out a hand hole, and then I used a Forstner bit, which drills a flat-bottomed hole, to drill out the entire cavity here on a drill press. And then 1/8 inch plywood. This is mahogany plywood. I think it's Philippine mahogany, which isn't a true mahogany. I don't really care. It's mahogany plywood. 1/8 inch thick. You can't always find it at Lowe's or Home Depot, but a specialty hardwood store or a specialty hardware store might have it. So just call around. You know, let your fingers do the walking. If Fairbanks, Alaska can supply me with 1/8 inch plywood, you can find 1/8 inch plywood in a lot of places. So this big chunk that I cut out of the window provided me wood for making this, which is a tuning wrench, if you will. And I know it doesn't look that like that much leverage, but it gives you a handle to hang on to, almost like a doorknob. So this hasn't been tuned in 5 years, like I said. We're going to tune it so that you can see how long it takes to tune an instrument that honestly has not been tuned in that long a time. I'm going to put it on my lap and adjust the view of the camera so that you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to start with the string closest to the camera, furthest from my body. And I'm going to make use of a tuning app on my phone. It was free. I used INS Tuner, INS Tuner. I assume INS is short for instrument, but I'm not really positive. And you can just literally set this right below the string. So I'm going to pluck, and I get a D. I'm actually aiming for a G. I'm up to F sharp. There's a nice, there's a G. Just a tiny bit sharp. I'm going to have to do a couple of passes here to get this. This will be A. Next will be B. I mean, we're just going right up the scale. B. Next is C. That's C sharp. So I rotate clockwise to tighten the string, which adds tension and makes it sharper, bringing the pitch up. I rotate counterclockwise to loosen it. So this should be G, A, B, C. We're a little bit flat. Oh, I'm rotating the wrong way. C. Next will be D. And finally E. Okay, now that's not still going to be in tune. If we look here, that's dropped down to between G and F sharp. And the reason is because as I'm putting tension on the other strings, it's kind of shifting where the tailpiece is and where the tension is, so it loosens up over here, because what was floppy over here, this pulls tight, pull these tight, and it just compensates. Make 2 or 3 passes the first couple of times you tune it, and you'll get there no problem. So, G, A, and you really don't need to turn it that far. B, C, D, and E. Let's bring it up. Once more. Alright, we're almost at G. So we're going to give this a tiny bit on C here. A little more on the D. That's a little sharp, so I'm going to loosen it. Alright, and that's in tune, just like that. And that is how long it takes to tune a lyre that's been sitting for 5 years without being tuned.